Tutum, tutum, tutum. In a world of heavy danger, there's a safe place to be. Adria Security Summit. Virtual Summit, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. One more time, it's second day of our Virtual Summit. Hope that you are well and prepared for some great keynote speeches here, live from Sarajevo, Bosnia and Herzegovina, inside our big entrance hall. Of course, there is a great platform you can use all the time. It's our official platform, Connect2B, where you can send a message to your partner. You can arrange your meeting. You can do business as much as you can. And of course, you can visit all the side events and return to the main hall to hear some keynote speeches. So use the platform, sign in your credentials. You'll be with us for many years to come. And you can always organize whatever you want to do your professional business easily using our platform. Last day was a great day because we learned a lot of things inside the industry, and I've heard that you'll be visiting side events and B2B contacts enough, so we are happy and satisfied to organizing this. Unfortunately, not live with you personally, but virtually. But who knows, maybe in a few months or next year we will again be together. For the first keynote speech of the day, we found a very nice gentleman. A gentleman that actually finished a military university in Warsaw. But he won't be shooting, he won't be shouting, he will be presenting something which we all know, that data is really gold. He has many years of experience. He's always a good guy to call when you want to learn something more. Karol Narojczyk is with us from Seagate Technology. Good morning, Karol.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Adria.
Jak se masz?
I hope. Dobrze, dobrze. Very good.
Dob-
Thanks.
Dobrze, dobrze. The situation in your home country is good. You're ready for your presentation?
Yeah, the situation is good. You know that we are waiting just that even the Prime Minister announced that in the next few days we will not have to use the mask outside, so that everything is going pretty well. The pandemic time is going well, so it seems will be better and better. And I'm ready for the presentation, just 30 minutes presentation, only 30 minutes, but really useful 30 minutes. Please use this time, please listen carefully. And I am waiting for the really important questions at the end of my presentation.
So we'll be ready for the questions as well. Karol, thank you. I know that you're a storage meister and that you love gold, but data gold. So presentation will start. We see it, we hear you loud and clear, so carry on.
Thanks. Okay. Good morning, everybody, once again. I'm Karol. I'm based in Poland. I am Surveill and sales representative for the Central and Eastern Europe from Poland up to Greece. It's not my first time with the Adria, so it's really honor to be with you. And let's look on the data, how data is involving within video surveillance and why storage is critical. I heard that the data could be a new gold for us, and for sure it will be, especially with the surveillance. Maybe we just thinking that surveillance, okay, this is some video lines, video paths, and that's all, but not exactly. We have a lot of things, and today I will show you how data can help us and how data could be a new gold in the modern world. Let's start from the theory, from the researches, that our prediction and ADC data prediction that in 2025 we'll have 175 zettabytes. That means it will be 3 times more than we had just 3 years ago. And 158 zettabytes could be stored, but only 10% of it, like a 17 zettabytes, data storage will be installed. Is it enough? It's the question just overall. And my personal question is, if the 10% of data, if we would like to create, if it will be created, can be stored, so what will be with the rest 90%? Are they safe? Are they really useful just for us or also for the other potential? So maybe this is the question that to anybody of us, if we are prepared from the one side to just with the storage, with the data creation, and how to secure the data which we will create but we will not use, and not storage, but maybe even they will be not stored, so that should be secured pretty well. So this is the prediction. So the data increasing, data explosion will come just rapidly in next few years. Maybe that, if I am talking about the next few years, so that means tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. So let's be prepared for this. Maybe, okay, 170 zettabytes is a really big number, the 6 times more than we had in the 3 times, as I mentioned. But let's see, let's look deeper from which source we are getting those data. Those data, they are coming from IoT devices. This is the one strong point here. Why IoT? Because if we are talking about the video surveillance, so that means we are talking mainly about the cameras. But camera could be the one of the example of the endpoint. We have a lot of others endpoints then can create the devices can create for us the data and also the metadata. And with the 5G technology, we can have 1,000 more devices in the specific area, in the same area. So we can cover the same area with much more devices. And we are expecting that we'll have 1 billion devices, and which will those devices will create for us the data. But the data, as I mentioned, they will come from IoT devices. So it's not like in binary code, just 0 or 1, or just valve is closed or open. We are collecting a lot of another data. If we mentioned at the beginning about the pandemic time, we can detect the over temperature of the body, or for example, we can detect if somebody is wearing mask or not. We can count it customers, etc. So there is a lot of use cases that we can take from our devices. And with the 5G technology for IoT devices, we can expect just more and more. So we have the massive data, video data, metadata, and that's creating for us some challenges. From the endpoints, as I told you, we have the explosion of the endpoints. We have more endpoints. We have more data from those endpoints, and we are going to aggregate those data and use them. Sometimes we are just putting them on the backend recorders, and sometimes we would like to use in the cloud. But many times we are just using those data in the endpoints locally and also sent to the cloud. But from another side, we would like to prepare just local storage just for ourselves. We wouldn't like to wait for the data through the internet connection, because the time is the money. It's a new gold, and we would like to use our data quicker, faster, much more effective. So that is the reason that we are preparing the data spheres just by ourselves, and in many cases we are duplicated those data. And one data, for example, from our endpoint, is creating for us, I don't know, maybe 10, maybe 20, maybe even 100 another data which we are sending to the client for the further usage. That is from the side, from the industry in general. But we are working with the partners, and those partners just confirming that that situation is happening already. In the middle, I put the brands which we are working deeply in our region. So this is the Genetech, Milestone, Network Optics, and AxonSoft. Also, we are open, and in the other regions we are working with the other brands which we can see here. But let's focus on those four which are put in the middle, and let's look deeply how with those partners, with the Seagate devices and services, we can help you to just survive and just save your money, save your time, and make your work much easier than it was before. So from the beginning, probably most of you know the surveillance portfolio from the Seagate, which is Skyhawk, dedicated for the recorders, DVRs, for the simple usage. In the middle, we have the Skyhawk AI. This is the drives, the family of the drives from 8 TB up to 18 TB, dedicated for the system with the artificial intelligence functions. So that means they are dedicated for the systems which we are talking about today. And on the right side, we have the Exos. Exos is enterprise class drive, and those drives, they are dedicated for the video matrix, video server, everywhere where we need the best class drives for the systems. For the systems, also for the Seagate systems. About the Seagate system, I will tell you a little bit more. Not only single drives, but only the Seagate systems. And I put here some points like a Skyhawk health management and also recovery plan, Seagate Secure, and also some awards stickers. This is everything is true from Seagate side, and for few of them I will tell you more. If you are talking about the data, that this is the new gold, and we would like to use many of endpoints, many of devices. But even we'll have the 1,000, 1 million of devices, at the end we would like to have the information, we have the knowledge, so we would like to have the data. And if we will lose the data, we will lose almost everything. So even the best class of cameras will not help us if we will lose the data. So in the Skyhawk, we implemented the Skyhawk Health Management, which is working with the most popular brand of the recorders of the world, and it's working with the Skyhawk 4 TB and plus, so from 4 up to 18. We have three steps: prevention, intervention, and recovery. And on each steps, the drive combined with the recorder can help you to protect your data. If the prevention step is necessary, you will just get the information. Dear end user, please do this. Intervention, okay, you check and it's not help, so please make the intervention. If everything failed and the end user didn't make any action, so we need the recovery plan. And recovery plan, we have the rescue services included, and this is we are the only one, the manufacturers, that we have in-house recovery centers. HDD comes with the embedded rescue services. You don't need to buy anything else, just 2 TB and above. All Skyhawks have included rescue services in it. And we have more than 90% of the success, and 25% customers are really satisfied with our cooperation about the rescue service. So if you don't want to lose your data, please use the Skyhawk Health Management. Please check the status of the drive just directly from the recorder. If you will need the recovery services, also that solutions is coming from the Seagate side. And why this rescue is so important? We have competitive advantage just from the beginning, just something extra, just those three, just exclusively from Seagate side. In the second point, customer loyalty, we are the only one with the own in-house recovery center. So we have the opportunity to make the agreement with the customers and get the customers' loyalty, and we have upsell opportunities that, as I mentioned, this is something exclusively, something included just for free from the beginning, without any extra registration, without any extra money, just like upsell opportunities. So that is so important with the rescue, and your data with the health management and with the rescue services will be really safe. We was talking about the data creating, about the endpoints, about the predictions. We know about something about the Skyhawk, about the Exos, and so let's have a look how we can use it, how we how we can work together also with the VMS partners here. On the left side, we can see that some just endpoints. That's no matter of each endpoint will have, and it's not so important what will be on the right side. Right side means the video walls, that application, just some command centers. It's not so important. Important is what we will have in the middle. So as you can see here, we can mix the architecture. So if we are using the single recorders, we are using Skyhawks. If we are using the recorders with the in general with the systems with the artificial intelligence functions, no matter they are coming from the cameras or from recorders, they are still the video systems with the artificial intelligence. So here we should use Skyhawk AI. But if you would like to use the VMS platform like a part of the system or like an independent system, or if you would like to prepare the data sphere, data centers for our data, no matter this is the backup or just a server for the normal recording with the VMS platform, please use the Exos. So based on the diagram, we can see here that we can have the mix of architecture, and we can use Skyhawk, Skyhawk AI, or Exos combined together, and everything will be work properly. Just please use the proper drive for the proper application here, and use it well. If we are talking about the mixing, about the storage, about the portfolio from the Seagate side, okay, we agreed that we know the Skyhawk drives, we know the Exos drives, we know that we are cooperating with the VMS platforms providers, and let's have a look about if Seagate can propose you something more to be prepared for your data, which will come just tomorrow. And here let's have a look about something new. Maybe not all of you know about the Seagate enterprise storage systems. We are working on the market with the storage system just more than 30 years, and we delivered more than 1 million systems. So probably we are already in your data centers, but you don't know about it. From last year, we would like to be with you like a Seagate. So we have for you modular storage enclosures. We have the second part like a hybrid arrays or a mass capacity storage. Mainly we are using for the projects here, the most popular is the hybrid arrays, and especially in my region, so in our region, we have few projects just ongoing with the Seagate systems. Why Seagate systems is so different to the others, or what we can prepare for you more? We have SAFE, like our flagship word, SAFE, just from the first letters of the some sentences. S means streaming optimized. So even with the systems dedicated for the video surveillance here, we prepared the optimized streaming, and firmware inside the Seagate systems combined with the drives are helping you to prepare the streamings optimized for your systems. A means adapt. Adapt is the exclusive technology from the Seagate. This is something different than write, and we have 90% of the faster rebuild time than the standard 5 or 6 write. And this is the key point, because if we have the drives like up to 18 TB and we are using the write, okay, so if one drive will fail, so that means that we'll wait many hours to just get our data back. With adapt, the situation is completely different. We can use the bigger capacity, even the biggest from our side, just 18 TB, and using the adapt, your rebuild time will be much more better compared to the standard write. F means that we are first to the market. So all of us have this opportunity just to be first with the technology, first to the customers, first who can offer the exclusive technology from the Seagate. E means encryption. So this is the secure point with the some special encryption called CED. So even your drives, your system, your data are safe. We are first, so also we are offering some encryption from the Seagate side. I mentioned that the adapt is 90% faster than the traditional write, and we are not using the spare drives which are totally blocked for the rebuild platform. We are using some another encoding, so that means we are working slightly different, and that's allowed us to provide the fast rebuild time here. So this is in my opinion, this is the best from this what we can offer here. Why adapt is so important for the surveillance? We have higher density with lower TCO, so the cost per 1 terabyte will be lower, and still we can use here the adapt technology. On the diagram, you can see that the traditional write versus the adapt, it's a huge difference, and we can save a lot of time. So that means we can get our data faster, so we can get our gold faster. And we are flexible here. We can build up, for example, in the middle solution, as I mentioned, we have 84 drives, up to 84 drives, and you can use the adapt just really fast, and your data will be with you just really quick. If you will have any additional questions about the adapt, I am ready to tell you a little bit more. It just seems that around 6 minutes to the left of my presentation. So let's go to the key partners with who we are working here in the Central and Eastern Europe. Mainly here we are working with the Genetec, Milestone, and Network Optics. Those partners are already certified and verified with the Seagate systems, and both sides we are ready to provide projects on the market and prepare the systems for the new age. Like a proof, I would like to share with you some tests which we already made with the network optics, and we made a scenario with the 1000 cameras, 1080p, and as you can see, we didn't observe any dropped frames, and the usage of CPU from the server was around 40, somewhere 50%, but nothing more. So we prepared the second test where we used 1000 cameras, but with the 4K resolution. And even with such big system, 1000 cameras 4K, we still didn't have the dropped frames, and the usage of the CPU was not over than 80%, so still safe from the server side. So that means if you are using the Seagate systems solution here, you can use the standard for the server like always, but you can have much more cameras in your system. and for sure you still have the adapt on board. This is the one example, but we already made a few more tests, and I can share offline also the other test results with the other certified partners. As I mentioned, we are cooperating with the AxonSoft, but the tests are still are going live. So we are expecting the results of the test somewhere just in the middle of summer. Why Seagate? We know the many cases. We are, but few words. Why Seagate? We are pretty big company. We have annual revenue that 10.5 billion and plus. We have 40K of employees. We are shipping. We shipped annually more than 440 exabytes. And as I mentioned, we are working more than 30 years with the Seagate systems, but over 40 years like Seagate. So we have more than 40 years of experience with the manufacture of storage. From other side, we are working with the 5 global OEM storage systems. I mentioned that the cloud is really important and it will be some part of our future. So Seagate is working with the more than 5 cloud providers, and we are cooperating with the more than 5 global technology companies. So that means we can bring to you the newest technology even as they just appear. Just to make the short summary about the single solution about the drive. So we started from the Skyhawk dedicated for DVRs and VRs, Skyhawk AI for the systems, for the recorders with the artificial intelligence. Record storage analyzed, that's just Exos, and that is the more or less that dedicated for the edge. Something is for the cloud, but from the Exos, but depends of the usage case from the server. Nitro is the super fast SSD drives, which can be used like an interface, and the Exos like typical for the cloud. And below we have the Seagate system, so hybrid storage array, flash or hybrid array, or high density JBoss and application platform. So with the systems, we are starting with the Exos. So here you have the full portfolio dedicated now for the video surveillance from the Seagate side. But that's not all what we can offer like a Seagate. We discussed about the devices and about some services, but to just show you the complete portfolio from the Seagate side. So if we have the drives, we would like to also help you with the data transportation. So here we have Live Mobile. This is the transportation packages for your data. We have the open source core software, and if you have the Seagate systems that matrix, and you would like to manage your data in the cloud, you can use Cores. This is the software from the Seagate side. But also we are offering the live services, so we can help you to just make the management of your data life cycle of the data migration, and also about the data recovery services if they will be necessary. So not only the single drives, but the full portfolio with the data transportation packages, with the software, and also with the live services, just to help make the management of your data. That was the 25 minutes as we talk, as we agreed. And that was from my side. If you have any question, just let me know. I am here and should be there anytime.
Thank you, Karol. Dziękujemy. It was so nice that you are in time. Thank you for thinking about others. We actually have 2 questions, but we're finding out why your video is frozen almost all the time. We heard everything. We've seen almost all of your presentations, slides. But now we're going to try to figure out, if you can hear me, you can answer, but we would like to try with the video. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I can hear you pretty clearly.
First one is the hardest ever in the history of the world. How do we prevent the misuse of data generated by public CCTV surveillance?
Public CCTV. The first question: what does it mean, the public? That could be a good question. What will be the public? And if we are talking about the missing of the data, so we should start from the beginning. So that means with the projects about what will be the best case, the best usage, what we would like to have with the public from the public CCTV systems, and after that we should just prepare the proper solution for this. Not just like a single endpoints, but as I provided here during the presentation. Good endpoints, good recorders, good drives, good systems, and also the full portfolio of the tools to prevent of the losing the data.
Good. That's a nice and fair and decent answer to the first question. It was really hard, but you managed to do it. I remember when I was a young guy, my first big, huge HDD was a Seagate, and I was like the biggest guy in the classroom. Okay, you have a Seagate HDD? I said, yes. How big was it? 150 megabytes.
Yeah, it was
a long time ago. It was a long time ago, but now the second question is about the storage, because everybody talks about the cloud. So the question you need to answer now is, can we say that the cloud is permanently changing the way we approach the old concepts of storage?
Yeah, definitely. We can see changing of the clouds every day. But it seems that the cloud is changing also from other side. I mentioned about the 5G and the really fast internet connections, but it seems that the internet connection, the bandwidth of the internet connection could be not enough for the further surveillance systems. So that is the reason I was talking about the clouds, like private clouds, to manage the data really faster than others, and we'll have the mix of the private and public clouds, depends on the situation.
Great, thank you so much, Karol. I would like to ask you if you can stay with us a little bit longer in the waiting room, because we would like to check out if we missed some slides, because we want to see if everything was full, and then we'll contact you if maybe we need your presentation one more time, okay? But not live.
No problem.
Maybe it could be used from the website. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the day. Dziękuję bardzo.
Bye.
Bye, do widzenia.